So here we have the Dead Gorgeous 3-pack. So it's been Europeanized, obviously, so we have a thing here saying that the dolls are exclusive to this set.
I love the fact that it doesn't say exclusive to where.
No, they're just exclusive to this set. And then Dead Gorgeous in lots of different languages.
We were actually really lucky with this set because it's exclusive to Asda, and our local Asda didn't have it, so we had to get driven to the next nearby one, and it was on offer.
Yes, it was in the rollback section, so instead of £45 it was £25.
And we almost missed this because
it wasn't on the same side as the rest of the Monster Highs. It wasn't in their Monster High section, it was on the rollback section on the other side.
So look out for that if you have that.
So we have Draculaura, Abby and Ghoulia. So it's in the same dot dance purple with the skeletons and the dots up the side. So then we have Monster High written there and the crest with the zip. And then it says Monster High across the top there. And we still of course have the
Disco skeleton.
Yeah. In 3 different purples and pinks. So if we turn it over.
Also down here.
Hmm?
Did you say about those?
Yes.
Oh.
So if we turn it over.
You got Monster High on the side.
The instructions are attempting to escape. So we have all of the Dot Dance dolls now, still hoping that Cleo, Frankie and Claudine will get some. So then we have Abby's picture, Ghoulia's picture, and Draculaura's picture.
And then a big picture of the whole set that are out so far. I love the fact that Spectre is so far away from everybody else.
I love the fact that they're apparently in the school gym, even though the party was at Cleo's house.
Yes. It's cool. Also, it says these are made
in Indonesia. So there may or may not be a glue problem.
We hope not.
So what's this up here?
Dead Gorgeous again. Gorgeous, yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that the American version actually has these 3 timetables on, the same as the...
I believe so.
the Dawn of the Dance 3-pack had Draculaura's and everything.
Okay, bottom just says 3 dolls, accessories.
And made in Indonesia.
And made in Indonesia.
Okay, so we will open them up and have a look at them in the back packaging. So here are the 3 girls on the back packaging. So we have the disco ball up there.
And then we have the disco ball's lights at the top, which goes about not even halfway. And then you have purple and black stripes.
Yep. So this section here has their hairbrush. It's folded over as though they could have fit stands in there, but they didn't put stands in there because they don't seem to do that with multi-packs and exclusives anymore.
Which is a shame, and I really wish they would, because, I mean, it says on the stuff that
dolls cannot stand alone.
Yeah, exactly. So it would have been nice to have had some stands, because stands are going to become an issue with these dolls, I feel.
So then we have a card for them, which isn't quite printed in the right place, but we'll have a closer look at that when we do the review. And then Dead Gorgeous exclusive with a lightning bolt, even though Frankie's not there. So then we have the 3 there with their accessories. No separate stands for accessories this time, they're all just holding them and dancing really, really awkwardly. So we will get them off and try and track down some stands to put them on then. So here are the Dead Gorgeous ghouls out of the box completely. So we're going to review Draculaura first and then work our way along. Now, before we actually start the proper review,
That's sad news.
This Draculaura we couldn't tell in the box, but after we got her out we noticed that the 2 sides of her face are printed completely differently. So if you can see there, she has 2 differently shaped and coloured eyebrows, and 2 differently sized eyes with different eye makeup. So it looks kind of strange just face on, but it's kind of okay from an angle.
It really creeps me out.
So for the actual review, Draculaura this time round doesn't have any fringe or bangs whatsoever. It's all pulled up into a high ponytail. So the pink in her hair is kind of just dotted around randomly and mostly gathered up at the top of her ponytail. And she actually also has curly hair this time. Usually her hair is pretty much straight. So the earrings she's wearing are a recolour of her Gloom Beach earrings. And then she's wearing block pink eyeshadow. I think it's all the same one colour. And she doesn't seem to have a sparkly bit up at the top by her eyebrow either. And then she's wearing dark pink lipstick. So the dress that she's wearing has a lace halter neck. It is actually made of lace. You can just about see the gaps on this camera. And then she has a little bow and a cravat, which is also made of lace. So the dots on the top part of her dress for the namesake of the set are mainly hearts, and then we have some polka dots with bows. So then the bottom part of her dress is made up of a kind of a Victorian patterning. It's all diamonds made up of a kind of a lace chain with hearts in the middle of the diamonds, and it's all scrunched up in a very kind of Victorian style.
With two little bows to hold in place.
Yes. And then there are skelets
And
in there as well, and there's also some very faint polka dots that you can just about see there. So then her shoes are completely insane, may I just say. So she has hearts that link up by her ankles, and then I believe that the hearts are actually dripping blood, which is what the front bit's supposed to be. It just kind of looks like a massive fluff. And then bat wings for her heels.
And you can see the back section and the links on the shoes there.
Yep. And she's wearing an ordinary little bracelet there with little round sections just to add to the polka dots that she has. Would have been interesting if they'd given this Draculaura her polka dot fever, but I doubt that Mattel would actually want to make a doll with spots. Maybe a special edition of this doll with the spots that you can wash off with warm water or something. That might be an idea for a Ghouls Alive doll. So here we have Ghoulia. Now her glasses are the exact same glasses as the SDCC Deadfast Ghoulia has. It's also a white recolouring of the red ones that she wears in her Dawn of the Dance dress. So her hair, from the front it looks like she has a massive curls, but it's actually in a ponytail on the back of her head. So
it would be if she wasn't falling over.
yeah. So it's a very, very curly, puffed out ponytail.
I like the mixture of blues. I don't know if you can really see that.
You can kind of see it on the camera.
It looks very
But yeah,
pretty.
it's a nice mixture of light blue and dark blue on this one. So her earrings are a recolour of her Gloom Beach earrings, and I think they were also used on the doll that comes with the scooter. So her eye makeup is a kind of a metallic reddy bronze colour with a line of dark red in there by her eye. And then she's wearing some bright red lipstick. And Ghoulia's dress is a off the shoulder with one sleeve there, which is the same print as the bottom part of her dress, so I'll get onto that in a minute. So her polka dots are bleeding eyeballs,
which I quite like. I think that was pretty cool.
and then the bottom part of her dress is a mass of cherries. I think it's cherries on the red there. Cherries
I think
and
it's supposed to be, but without the leaf, yeah.
Yep, cherries and skeletts, seeing as her design was the cherries on her original and on her scooter.
And the middle part is
There's a black belt going around there. We haven't actually checked yet if it's a full dress or a skirt, have we?
it's a full dress.
And then the black band just pulls down to make it look like a skirt. And the skirt part of this dress folds over at the bottom so that it puffs out.
I can't remember what those type of dresses are called.
No, neither can I.
But I know they were popular at least a couple of years back.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still popular. They're
So,
fashion.
Then she has the same print on her sleeve there. And her shoes, the main part of her shoe is made up of bones. There's a crossbone there over her ankle, and then bones down there. And then the heel part
is a massive brain.
Yes, it's a big brain design there on her heel.
Very nice shoes, I have to say. I do really like the shoes.
And then she has a giant translucent cuff bracelet, which is made to look like dripping blood, but in a translucent grey colour. I'm really sorry that this camera's acting up so much today. So that is Gulia. I think that's everything on her.
And then we have Abby. Right, we have actually already edited our Abby.
Yeah, she had a random bit of hair which for some reason was cut strangely, so it didn't actually make it into her ponytail. It was kind of cut.
It almost
here.
looked as if someone had put it in the ponytail, as it should have been, realised that it didn't actually go in, and then cut it to try and make it fall with up to before the band.
So it was just kind of
floating around.
So we chopped it off at the root there.
Because there was nothing else for it, really.
So this Abby has a very high ponytail. Her hair is pretty much exactly the same colours as it usually is, so we have the blue,
although I have to
purple
say,
and pink.
especially at the back, it looks extremely cool. Because normally I always say it doesn't, because you can't really see underneath, it always doesn't really look like there's that much purple in there.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like it's a bit faded in like this bit.
If I just move this on, you can really see
that they have used a lot of that colouring.
Which is really cool, I thought.
So she usually does have that colour hair. I think the only time she's ever changed the way her hair is coloured is in the Roller Maze pack.
And obviously she's got her trademark glitter hair in there as well.
So her earrings are completely blue recolours of her first basic earrings, and so is her necklace. That's the same one as her first basic. So then her eye makeup is a dark purpley pink on the top and a slight line of a lighter pink at the bottom under her eye and just next to her eye. And then she's wearing a
very
hot pink.
reddy hot pink kind of.
Yes, for her lipstick.
Which I actually really like.
And this Abby, I'm not sure if anyone else has the same thing, but this Abby's face mould has an extremely outwards jaw compared to some of the other Abbies.
She doesn't look as cute, I'd say, in the face.
Sometimes she has quite a round, chubby looking face.
I say looking for an Abby.
Yeah, the other
Abby's on the other side of
have,
the room, so
yes.
we can't really get to them right now.
So, she also has an ice crystal attaching her sleeve, and then she has two different types of material on her dress. So there's a kind of an underdress, which is plain pink, and you can see the bottom of it there. And then she's also wearing one where her polka dots are giant ice crystals,
which is cool.
So there's two layers of that.
And also that the background colour is like an icy white that goes to an icy blue, that goes to a purple.
It basically is the same colours as her hair, so it's blue, then purple, then pink. So she's wearing two furry cuff bracelets, which is kind of what was in the artwork for her skull shawls, but that she never got.
Yes.
And then she has this ice belt, which you have to put the clip over the top of rather than underneath, because otherwise it just floats. And then her shoes are ice crystals, and I'm assuming
it looks
fur.
like some kind of fur.
I'm assuming fur, even though they've put it in the same translucent blue colour. So it's all the translucent ice, and then she has a pillar of ice crystals for her heel there. It's not really picking up. There we go.
There we go. Or not.
So we have a pillar of ice crystals.
Obviously she has her trademark glittery skin, although I have to say, especially on her chest, it is extremely glittery for a change.
It is.
It is insanely glittery.
So if we could quickly bring back the other two dolls before we go on to their accessories, there's just something I'd like to point out.
Yeah, also they do not come with stands, as we said earlier.
Yeah,
These
so
are
we
just
have
for
2
display.
black stands and a silver one from one of the other dot dancers that doesn't have one at the
Julia's
moment.
trying to hold her hand or something.
There we go.
And there's Dracula being all sassy with a weird eye.
Could you possibly bring over one of the other dot dancers just for comparison?
Yeah, I will get one of our other latest ones.
Laguna. Okay. Because there's just something I quickly wanted to point out about the way that they're stylized. So, with the single dolls, it was a trademark thing of the dot dance line not only to have polka dots, but also that they would have some kind of translucent material over their dress and some kind of bow. So Spectra has her bows on her wrists, Operetta has her giant bow in her hair, and then they all have a translucent thing over their dress. None of these 3 girls have any of that. They have no bows, they have no translucent things over their dresses. And also, the other dot dancers have had individually created mismatching white or silver earrings. And these all have coloured earrings that are recolours of previous jewellery that they have had on other dolls. So it's obviously a different theme for this half of the doll sets.
Hmm. Yeah, and all the other ones had definite, obvious dots almost, except for maybe Laguna. They had very prominent dots as well as
stylized ones.
Yeah.
So different theme for the different sets of the dolls.
Did we mention the ice belt on Abby?
Yes. Okay. So if Laguna goes back away now.
Bye, Laguna.
Bye, Laguna. We'll do your review at some point. We still haven't talked about you. So if we go on to their accessories now.
Okay.
So I'll move these dolls over into the corner. So we have the card. It's obviously not printed completely in the centre. It's the same card as we had with the other ones but bigger. And it also doesn't have their individual pictures on the other side. So if we turn it over, it's just cardboard. The same as the multi-pack Gloom Beach one, it's just cardboard on the other side. So then we have the Mother of Pearl kind of brush. It's basically the same brush as the basic Laguna came with. And Draculaura's eye coffin, it has a black sticker on it rather than... it hasn't focused. Focus, please. Okay, it has a black sticker on it like the original ones rather than a silver one like the other dot dances, but it does kind of fall open pretty easily, although it is easier to keep closed than the other ones. Then we have Gulia's ribcage bag. It's also a kind of a mother of pearl looking design on there, and it's made to look like an animal ribcage.
It is made of quite soft kind of plastic.
Yeah, the ribs do move.
Much like with a comb or something, although
Yes.
it's a lot softer. If you bend the
bristles, ribcage bones, rib bones,
ribcage bone type things,
yeah,
they will go out of place. There's one that's slightly already out of
Yeah.
place from the packing, so you would want to be careful if you want to keep it pristine, because it will bend inwards or
yes.
outwards.
So it opens pretty far, so you could put something in there if you wanted to.
Yep,
And
and
she
so even though
has-
it doesn't have any kind of catch, it actually does stay shut
Yeah.
quite well.
So then she has the vertebrae down there, and then she has a handle on the breastbone.
Excuse me.
Then we have Abby's bag. So it's all made up of different ice crystals. This is actually the back. So then there's 2 ice crystals prominently on each side, and then a massive different ones there. And then she has a kind of a dotted band to it. And then this is the front with the really prominent crystal sticking out the front there. So that's all in a translucent blue that kind of catches the light a bit. So that is the Dot Dance 3-pack, and hopefully they will have another set of 3 that has the other 3 ghouls in there.
Just one more thing before we do. I just wanted to see what they all look like.
What, all 6 of them?
Yep. You'll have to bear with us with Spectra because
She's a little drunk.
we have no stand for her at the
Yeah,
moment.
Gulia's using her stand.
So, therefore, put your arm down. Nope, she doesn't want to put her arm down. Just keep looking happily at those lot.
I'll zoom. Spectra, does your hair mind? Thank you.
So, there.
So Spectra definitely looks drunk at the moment. I don't know what kind of drinks Cleo was serving at her party. So that...
Lemonade.
Yes, lemonade. So that is all of the 6 Dot Dance dolls all together.